South China Morning Post, 7th of April 2024, while the US, Philippines, Japan, and Australia conduct combined military drills, the PLA patrols the South China Sea. China has been intimidating countries around the South China Sea by occupying islands and waging war on smaller countries. On Sunday, the Philippines, the United States, Japan, and Australia undertook joint maneuvers in the South China Sea when China's military launched a naval and air patrol. On Sunday morning, the People's Liberation Army's Southern Theater Command declared on its WeChat account that it would conduct a combined air and sea combat patrol in the South China Sea on April 7. The command stated that military operations intended to sabotage the situation and generate hotspots in the waters were well under control, seemingly referring to the joint drills between the US and the other three nations. In what they called the Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone, the United States, Japan, Australia, and the Philippines declared on Saturday that they will hold a maritime cooperative activity on Sunday. According to the joint statement, it is the first comprehensive exercise combining the four nations to show collective commitment to enhancing regional and international cooperation in support of a free and open Indo-Pacific. The Philippine Defense Department reports that 5 vessels would participate in the exercises. According to the Japanese Embassy in Manila, the American USS Mobile, the Japanese JS Sakebono, the Australian HMAS Warmunga, and 2 Philippine warships, the BRP Gregorio del Pilar and BRP Ramon Alcaraz, will also participate in the exercises. According to the Japanese Embassy, the drills include anti-submarine warfare training and tactical, link, and photo exercises. The cooperative exercise occurred as Beijing and Manila's disagreement over disputed South China Sea waters escalated. The BRP Sierra Madre, a Philippine Navy transport ship purposefully grounded near the disputed Second Thomas Shoal, also known as Renaijiao in China, has been accused by the Philippines of continuously obstructing China during resupply missions. Beijing claims the Philippine vessels were not authorized to be on its soil. Manila and Beijing have been increasingly at odds over their conflicting claims to the South China Sea. Beijing claims most of the vital waterway is marked by a 9-dash line. Nonetheless, most of China's claims within this U-shaped boundary were dismissed by an international tribunal in a 2016 verdict. Beijing disagrees with the decision. 3 sailors in the Philippine Navy were hurt on March 23 when water cannons from China's Coast Guard were fired at their ship. Additionally, Manila claimed that Chinese ships were obstructing a civilian-chartered resupply ship and engaging in dangerous maneuvers. In response to reports from Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson J. Terriella that China had threatened fishermen with water cannons during an incident off the Iroquois Reef in the South China Sea on Saturday, the Philippines and China exchanged allegations. According to Chinese Coast Guard spokesman Ganyu, Beijing handled the matter professionally, and the Filipinos engaged in unlawful activity. During a practice in February, Beijing accused Manila of roping in non-regional countries in implicit allusion to the U.S. in an attempt to cause unrest in the area. Since last year, the Philippines has also frequently engaged in distinct maritime cooperative activities with the U.S. and Australia. Gilbert Teodoro, the Defense Secretary for the Philippines, stated on Saturday that this first in a series of activities shows the enduring friendship and partnership among the four nations. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said the exercises demonstrated the four nations' shared commitment to ensuring that all countries are free to fly, sail, and operate wherever international law allows. According to Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and U.S. President Joe Biden are scheduled to meet in Washington, D.C., on April 11. Marcos said preparations for an agreement to enhance trilateral interoperability and naval cooperation would be discussed at that meeting.